Hello and welcome to Athena's Creations 2017 on YouTube and Athena's Creations on Facebook. Tonight I have two fun folds that I'm going to share with you using a new online exclusive called the BBQ Master. It's June 4th and it's already the season for Happy Father's Day, masculine cards, all the things that go with summer. And I have a especially fun fold. I'm not sure what they call this one. I think I have it written down. But it's one of those that it just kind of has a nice little surprise happening with it. And so we're going to do the exact same card, but we're going to change up a little bit of the stamping. Because what I like to do ahead of time is do some stamping and die cutting. Because I kind of don't know when I'm playing with a brand new product, what exactly I'm going to do with it and what template that I'm going to get out and play with. And I did use the template for this one. This is such a fun and easy card to make. These both are very, very fun. I've been working on a lot of different masculine cards, and of course there's so many fun folds out there that I like to come at least once a month or twice a month, maybe 3 times a month, and bring you some new fun folds. And so this one's one fun fold that we've done before, and then it's just a little bit of a different variety. Sorry about that. My puppy is letting me know that there are some people walking in front of our house. So he might make a little cameo noise appearance from time to time, but let's go ahead and get started because I do want to share with you a sneak peek of some pretty purple that's coming July. One of many perks of being a demonstrator, we get to order a month to a month and a half early from when a product releases so that we have time to play with it and come up with fun designs to share with you. And there's some really fun product coming in July. It's really hard for me not to put a lot in my cart because there's a lot of fun stuff out there. But let me point the camera down and we will get started so I can show you all of the fun stuff that's coming and get started on our cards tonight. We've got 2 fun folds, like I mentioned, using the BBQ bundle. I've also been playing with, I believe it's the April Paper Pumpkin. And of course, some alternative designs. But I haven't quite gotten to share that with you. I think next week I will share it with you because it'll be still a couple weeks before Father's Day. And if you don't, if you're like me and you don't really have a card that you can send because your father's passed on, well, you can always make a masculine birthday card. And instead of saying Happy Father's Day, you can say Happy Birthday, which is really fabulous because this stamp set has Happy Birthday. My husband is a great barbecue guy. He knows how to cook very well and he's the master. So, I mean, this is like the perfect stamp set bundle. So, of course, I just had to get this one out of all of those that released, I think now 2 months ago. I'm a little behind, but, I'm playing fun catch up. And here's another fun fold that's coming your way soon. And then, of course, this one is in the July online exclusives. And it's the gable boxes, white gable boxes. They're back. I'm really excited about this one, especially with Christmas coming around the corner. I see lots of fun things with this one. And, of course, I ordered that paper to go with the paper pumpkin kit. I did some fussy cutting, and we're going to play around with those soon. Now, this one is a suite that's coming out, and it's pretty amazing. I've already been doing some cutting and designing, and then I'm going to be doing some stamping using these beautiful ovals. It's framed violets. It's just absolutely gorgeous. Let's see. And then got some extra little bits and pieces here. We also have Crafted with Care. This is another new in the catalog. This one's got lots of fun things. Happy Mail, Good Vibes, Enjoy This Inky Creation, Sunshine, all the fun things. And of course our Stampin' Up! And at Stampin' Up!, Handmade with Care, Crafting with Care, all the fun stuff, right? Now this is the surprise. I've been doing some, like I said, some die cutting, and We've got these beautiful ovals, working on a fun fold, and all the fun things that go with that, and all the coordinating paper. This paper with this suite is absolutely gorgeous. I'm definitely going to be playing around with this one. After we get about mid-June, I'll share some of this, but look at this gorgeous paper. It's just the most beautiful purple paper. I don't know, I might have to do a second live during the week so I can get all the fun stuff in that I want to share. Look at this gorgeous paper. And of course, I think the way the design is on some of this, it's going to make some gorgeous fun folds. And I have lots of ideas for fun folds using this beautiful, beautiful paper. And one of the great perks about our product, it all coordinates. And I'm thinking I might use this beautiful berry botanical vellum with it. Now, on the back of this one, Violet Dreams, they tell us all of the coordinating cardstock, which is Peaceful Pine, Darling Duckling, Fresh Freesia, Secret Sea, Gorgeous Grape, and Hydrangea Hues. So lots of fun coming with that. Coming soon, I should say. And one other thing I want to say, also the Scenic Coast is available. It's $30. Now this will happen to be Mountain Time, so our time will be 3 o'clock. I will actually be at work, so I will have to view it later on demand. But that's the great thing about these classes. By Stampin' Up, these craft classes, you can order the class, get the product. Maybe you already have the product, but you want to do the class. They're going to show us some new designs and techniques, and we'll be able to watch it later. They have a supply list, an additional supply list of things, so be sure and check that out. That's going to be a lot of fun. I know some of this product is temporarily unavailable, but it will be back in stock soon. And this is one of the cards that I'm working on to kind of be an alternative to my April kit. Like I said, I'm a little behind, but I'm slowly getting caught up because, like I said, there's so many fun folds and cards and just so many fun things to make and share. And, well, I can never have too many. I can never have too many masculine cards. And then I was moving this one around, this template, and I'm thinking of having like the violet here, and then it opened this direction. So I might use this template for that one soon. Now, I have to tell you that here's all the stuff that we're using for tonight. My actual, my inspiration for this one, when I first got back in mid-March, when I got back from On Stage, I had this amazing card, and I do not have the card or the person's name that did this. This is just amazing. I absolutely love this swap that I got. That is such a fun suite. I think that might be on the last chance list. This little bundle that was in the spring catalog. Lots of detail to this card. A spinner. It was so fun. And I thought, I had a template somewhere. I just couldn't find it. So I did all the measuring and I came up with this design as an inspiration with that one. And like this one, we're going to stamp that one directly on the paper and color it in. Grillin' and Chillin' to the Grill Master. And then this is the template for the second card. And for the second card, we're using the Forever Plaid 3D embossing folder. That's the second one tonight. Now this first one, like I said, here's all the measurements and everything. The one thing about these templates and these different cards like this, you can actually change it up. So you can have these two sides adhered down, and then this one you can have it actually propped up. And I think I did one a year or so ago where I did a notepad here and then a little calendar here, so that could be like a desk calendar. So there's so many uses to all of these fun folds that I love to share. And I found my little bag that I had a sticky note that said, make a template. So even though I was inspired by that fun little carousel card, I actually had done this one before using the little window sheet there. So lots of fun here. fun fold. And I'm trying to remember what they called this one. But you can see that you can use this for all kinds of different designs. Now, I decided to add some cardstock on the back to kind of hide where the adhesive comes through on the window sheet. And of course, that's just purely crafter's choice, as I call it, for this one. And then, of course, I'm going to put all this back here for the next time. And my fun little inspiration, but I want to give you all the measurements here and show you exactly how to make this card because it is so much fun. And another quick sneak peek for those of you that are here, there's a new punch that goes with this bundle for the fall. Absolutely excited about that one. Again, it's July, online exclusives. Pardon the reach. And then this one too, Football Fan, that's another one coming out. So as you can tell, I've got a lot of crafting to do here. I'm excited about it. Okay, so first off, let's just go over the pieces that go with this one. We'll get started here. And I did do some pre-stamping, die cutting ahead of time because I just figured that would save a little bit of time. Because I tend to be a little chatty, it seems. All right, so we've got our window sheet, and it is 5 by 1, and it's clear, so just be careful not to lose it. And then we're going to have 4 pieces for the front and the inside, again, to cover up the adhesive. It's 4 inches by 1 inch. And this is that really pretty paper that came out. I think it might be on the last chance list if it's still available. I'm not sure. I say that and it might be totally available. But anyway, this one is super, super, super cute. I just thought it matched really well with the design of that cute little, whatever you want to call these fun things. So, let's see. 4 by 1. And then, of course, the white for the inside is 3 3/4 by 2.5. And then we have our designer series paper 4 by 2 3/4. Look at that cute ladybug. And then for the inside, it is 4 by 5 1/4. All right. Now this one is not cut because I'm going to get my cutter out and show you how to cut this down, okay? So that you'll know how to do this. And then we'll do our stamping and putting things together. All right, so I'm going to read this one to refresh my memory, but I'm going to go ahead and get out my trimmer. And my cardstock is 8.5 by 5.5, and on the 8.5 inch side, I've scored it at 4 1/4. And whichever side that you want to be the front, we've got it nice and scored in the middle. That's important. You want to make sure that score line is nice and burnished very well, because we're going to, on the 5.5 inch side, we are going to move it to 1 1/4, and 1 1/4 is going to be this line right here. Okay, that's 1 1/4. We're going to line that up, and we're going to cut both sides down to that score line. Okay. I'm going to turn it upside down so that I'm getting the other side 1 1/4. Just double check. Again, cut to the score line. Just like that. Okay? And that's how you get the cut. super, super easy. That's why I wanted to share that with you. Hopefully I went slow enough and I didn't go too fast. And then here's this one if you want to just do a quick screenshot. Might be helpful for you later. Basically on the 4 1/4, you're going to move it to 1 1/4 and cut down to the score line. Do that on both sides. Then you have designer series paper, 4 of those with a measurement 4 by 1. The white middle is 3 3/4 by 2 1/2. And then the middle layer front is 2 3/4 by 4, and a window sheet is 5 by 1. All right. So I think what we want to do is, like I said, we want to do our stamping first. So grillin' and a chillin'. We're going to stamp that one in real red on our paper here. This is such a fun bundle. Let's see. Just find the sweet spot in the middle. And then I'm going to come back with, oops, I just moved it. So sorry about that. All right, so we're going to bring in Blueberry Bushel. And for this one, it's that cute little, I've got it right here. I think I have everything off to the side. And I realize I probably need to clean that. It's been kind of sitting there. That'll give this a chance to dry. Oh yeah, there we go. We're gonna stamp that one. Just like that. All right, and then I think what we're gonna do, I'm going to go ahead and put our layering pieces. Let's see if this one's dry. You always want to stamp first. That way if you mess up, you can turn it over. And then these two, put these on each side. And then the next piece is the designer series paper, which is 4 by 2 3/4. Trying to line it up as close as I can to the other piece of designer series paper. And then one more on the front. Line that one up. All right. Now, the next thing we're going to do is we're going to stamp that middle piece. Which is the white. And this is 3 3/4 by 2 1/2. And to the Grill Master, which is here somewhere. Let me see. You're flipping awesome. Where's the Grill Master? I should have looked at my stamps here. I thought I had it. I have so many blocks with stamps on it. All right. You're flipping awesome. Where's the other one at? It's on a small block, so it should be here. No, not that one. That one's happy birthday. Well. Have a fabulous day. I used that one a couple of weeks ago. Well, what in the world did I do with To the Grill Master? It has to be here somewhere. That's the problem I have when I'm doing different fun projects all over the place. To the Grill Master. So it's got to be here somewhere. Well, here's my little baggie of extra pieces. Well, I don't know what I did with it. So we're going to go ahead and stamp, and then we're going to color in those two, because I'm trying to find the Grill Master. Where did I put that one? It's probably right in front of me. I'm just totally overlooking it. And it is right in front of me right here. Oh my. Okay. That's all right. It was right in front of me the whole time. Okay. So we're going to try the basic black. It's the new hybrid by Stampin' Up. And you just kind of press it together. I've opened it a couple of times before. So you just kind of try. It's like you're pulling them apart. So you apply pressure to two opposite. It's in the middle, but you're applying the pressure opposite, if that makes sense, to open it. And then we've got our little flame. And I have a die cut. So that's the trick. If for some reason this smudges or I don't get it how I like it, which I didn't, but that's okay. Let me just try that again. I probably should have cleaned this one, but so I don't know. Oops. Let's color that. Press down slightly. That's better. Okay. Hybrid basic black. New in the Stampin' Up line. We're going to color this one in using our light real red Stampin' Blends and light timid tiger. So the light real red is going to be on this bottom part. And then the timid tiger is going to be for the top of the flames. This is great. It's not smudging. I was worried that it would. I like it. Yes, I like that. All right, so now we're going to get our real red. And we're going to stamp To the Grill Master. I always have some spare paper off to my side here. There we go. To the Grill Master. Had it there the whole time. All right. So now this one's going to be on the inside. Well, it's the outside, but it's going to be the inside basically. I'm going to go ahead and apply this piece. That looks really good. I like it. All right, so next, we've got all these fun little pieces here that we're going to put together here in just a moment. But I need to think about this for half a second just to make sure. Okay. So I'm going to apply on the back side, okay? The window sheet. I say the back side. It's going to be the middle piece, right about there. It's hard to see the window sheet, but I'm applying it at approximately the middle. I was going to give a measurement, but I don't think I wrote a measurement down for how far over. And so next we're going to actually cover this one up. And when you add some cardstock, it just gives it a nice polished finish, I think, on the inside. My previous cards I didn't, but on this one I just really like how it looks. This would be good paper for the race car, which I think is on the last chance list. All right, so there we go. Now we're going to cover that one up with this really cool grill, right? And that's something too. You want to make sure you are stamping to the Grill Master close to the bottom. That way when you put your die cut piece on top, you've got plenty of room for it to stay on the card. Then just a tiny little bit of adhesive is all you need. Just like that. And then we had our little tongs there. We've got these cute little pieces that we're gonna have off to the side that are gonna just be hanging. I think I want this one hanging off to the side over here. Like that. And then this one hanging off of this side. Just make sure that adhesive is all the way on the inside there. That's so cute. So they're very similar, but just a little bit different. And then of course we got our cute little hot dogs right here. We'll put those little hot dogs on the grill. My husband is the BBQ Master. Guaranteed. Isn't that the cutest card ever? I really love this design. So fun. This was so fun to make. Now for our next card this evening. Oh, and I don't know if I showed you. Here is the fun dies that go with this one. There's like a shrimp for shrimp on the Barbie. This long skewer for all the stuff. You can die cut pieces to make a like there's a mushroom. You could actually make a burger and lettuce and all the stuff. So there's a lot more that can be done with this fun stamp bundle, to be sure. Now this one is a fun fold that we've done many a times before. I've done it in my workshops, and it's a really fun fold that I like to use a lot. And came up with this design to the Grill Master. Now this die cut piece is from the Fern and Flora. And then we've got our little fire going. Happy Father's Day. And then of course we've got those fun little pieces that actually have die cut with them. And we're going to use Smoky Slate. And for this one we are stamping Happy Father's Day. Because, you know, you can always give it to somebody you know is a father or has become a father or a nephew. There's always somebody in the family you could send a card like this to. So now they may not be the Grill Master yet. Maybe they're working on it, you know. But lots of fun. All right, and so then of course this one I'm using some embellishments that I found in my stash. Classic matte dots. I've had these for a while. I don't know if they're still available. I think they may not be, but that's okay. Again, I did a little bit of die cutting ahead of time to the Grill Master, and then I did the this piece here, which is 5 1/4 by 2 3/4, and I did the both pieces for both cards ran it through the big embossing folder, which is really fun. That's another different thing that you can do with your fun folds, is add some kind of an embossing folder to any of the cards that you have. And I just thought this was kind of cool. Forever Plaid. This one, I think, was last year's Christmas. The first time we saw those big, huge embossing folders. Lots of fun. I like it a lot. All right. Now, oh, and then of course the card, let me give you all the measurements. The card base is 7 1/4 by 5 1/2, scored at 3. And then we've got this piece that is also cardstock, 4 1/4 by 4 1/4. You scored at 1, and you're going to put this one on first. And then the inside piece. And your inside piece is 5 1/4 by 4. And then we're going to have a 3 by 4 piece of white. And we're going to decorate. All right, here we go. Die cut that one ahead of time too. Now here's this piece that you want to do the card base first. And I like to use the grid to kind of help guide. So I've got 2 blocks down here and approximately 2 blocks up there. Right in between. That's the sweet spot right there. Let me just add this adhesive. Measure that one more time. 2 blocks. 2 blocks right in the middle. That is very close. Very, very close. All right. So our card base is ready. I'm going to set that right there. And we're going to do our stamping. We're going to stamp Happy Father's Day. You can always do Happy Birthday, which I think, yes, I've done the Father's Day already, so let me do the Happy Birthday. I do like the Happy Birthday part. Let's do that. In fact, that Happy Birthday is the long Happy Birthday. Let's see. Where's that Happy Birthday? Or should I do You're Flippin' Awesome? Yeah, You're Flippin' Awesome. Hang on just a second. Let's see. Okay, so Happy Birthday is still on here. So as you can see, I've got all of these. I've used this Happy Birthday before. And I did mark all of the envelopes just so that I'll know, okay, I still have a few more that go with this set. All right, so Happy Birthday. And we're going to do Happy Birthday in Real Red. I'm torn because I have so many fun cards to make with this stamp bundle. But I've also got some other fun stuff to play with too. Oh, it looks kind of curved. That's the thing about, there's a scrap piece. That's the thing about photopolymer. It could kind of be at a curve. That looks fine. So Happy Birthday right there in the middle. And see, the nice thing about this, I can save that for another card later. Sometimes I'll have cards I've made and I don't have any greeting of any kind just because I don't know if I'm going to need a birthday or something else. And so I sometimes will purposefully not have a greeting on there and use it when I need it. All right, so next we're going to stamp these utensils that every grill master needs. And we're just going to do it right on the top, just like that. Voila. Super cute. I'm already improvising my original. Oh yes, and to the grill master. Again, using Real Red. And this is from the Flora and Fern die. I just thought it looks really, really fun. Now, you can do, instead of to the Grill Master, you could always do your Flippin' Awesome. That would be good too for a birthday. All right, so let's go ahead and adhere everything together. Our fun fold card is coming along. This could be a nice thank you card. If a neighbor or somebody hosted a barbecue, you could definitely do a thank you instead of happy birthday. Now we're just going to add this piece on over here to the left. And our white piece right here. When I have workshops, I have all these pieces cut and ready for you when you come. Another perk of coming to my monthly workshops. All right, so let's take a look at what we're doing here. We're going to add this one. Now this is something too that, like in a workshop, instead of having this die cut out, I would have this piece on the Stampin' Positioner, because sometimes you can miss a little bit of part of the shading, and in the Stampin' Positioner you can re-ink it and it will stay in place. And save you a little bit of time. But like I said, I had a lot of these already pre-done, so I figured I would just use them on the card tonight, make it easier. But this is one you could definitely stamp it. And then we've got our cute little fire put on there. And then to the Grill Master, you just want to adhere it directly to the card. Right here to the bottom. Just double checking what I did the first one. And then to top it off, we've got our classic matte dots. We're going to do this big one right down on the bottom. And then we're going to add 2 of the small ones right up top. And our next workshop is June 13th. So hopefully, if you want to come join us, we would love to stamp with you. Just reach out and we will get you all the details. And there it is, our happy birthday and our happy Father's Day. And then, of course, our other fun fold. Love it. So fun. Grilling and chilling. And I realized I probably on this one, on this side, I should put that little, the drink. Lots of fun. So much more potential with this bundle, I have to say. There's a lot in this fun bundle. So stay tuned. Next week, I will be bringing some of the April Lakeside Retreat Paper Pumpkin, my alternatives. I have 3 that I'm going to share with you. And I've got some more I'm working on, and we'll see. I might combine some of the barbecue one and this one for the following week on the 18th. And then I think by June the 25th, I will be doing some of that new violet, beautiful suite that's coming in July. And I'll have some fun folds to share with you from that one. So stay tuned the next coming weeks. We've got some more fun folds and some new fun folds and new card designs. So lots of fun. Thank you so much for joining me, and we'll see you next time. Happy stamping.